The following program is hosted by immature, irreverent, obnoxious, and often disgusting young men. Listener discretion is advised.
This time on Nude Clan, we talk about our game-making aspirations. Speaking of asses, Caleb Craig is on the show today.
Fuck you.
Welcome to another episode of Nude Clan, the ultimate Nude Clan podcast.
The only Nude Clan podcast.
I would say yes, the ultimate Nude Clan podcast.
I am your very, very exhausted host, Joe.
Oh, I'm Caleb Craig.
This is Cameron.
Caleb Schweiss.
And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be discussing some stuff and some things, as well as some points.
Did we just have a discussion episode that got away from us?
They got a what?
Yeah.
That never happens on this
Got
show.
away. Everything
We definitely talked about the question that was asked on the last show for an hour and a half.
Everything we do is by design.
So it's not our fault. It was, well...
It's one person's fault.
It's Shinru's fault.
Not our fault.
Shinru's fault. It was a movie
Shinru's.
episode.
Oh, okay.
He asked the question.
I was like, Troy
And
gave us
we
the game.
answered.
Oh, let's ask a question that I know that'll set Joe off for an hour.
Yeah, anything movie related.
They
is
just want a movie podcast from me, and I will never give it to them.
We'll give them segments, though, worthy of podcasts.
Yeah,
So
the
that
rest
was
of us will eventually just make a movie podcast without Joe.
Yeah,
which
it'll
is
be
still, it's kind of pisses me off. But at the same time, I'm like, well, I can't be on there. I just can't be on there. It's not right. So I don't get another fucking warning from my professor saying, hey, don't shitpost other filmmakers on Facebook. Which is real. That happened.
That really happened? For
that
what?
really, in so many words, yeah, that happened.
Why you shitposting, Joe?
I wasn't really shitposting.
Why you shitposting?
I just said...
Oh, Joe doesn't shitpost.
Okay,
guys.
no, this is what happened. So, my professor is also a filmmaker. He's directed a movie and he's produced a few other movies, some of which you can find on Netflix. But I'm just not going to say his name because I just don't want to say his name.
Well, if you say his name, you're shitposting, right?
Yeah. Okay. So, on his, we're friends on Facebook, and on his Facebook, he said something about Moonlight being the best movie in the last 2 decades.
That's false.
What?
And
That's so false.
I thought Moonlight was good, but I thought that was a little high praise, and so I said, "Hey, I watched Moonlight, and I thought it had a lot of really good stuff going for it. Personally, though, I mean, I'm kind of going for La La Land and for Manchester by the Sea to be the best picture."
So in
winners.
your mind, you're having a discussion here.
In my mind, I am having a discussion. He messages me and goes, hey, look, I appreciate your comments, but I have friends on Facebook who were part of the Moonlight crew. And he
I'm trying
would
to get in on this guy.
appreciate
I'm trying to get in on this, man.
if I did not leave dissenting opinions on movies that possibly his friends maybe may have worked on.
Yeah, but you don't just...
And then he
that sounds
this
biased.
was very long. This was a very long message. And then he talked about how being independent filmmakers, it's better for us to be supportive of other filmmakers, only give criticism when we're asked for it, specifically by the filmmaker. That was his thing about this is how to be nice in the industry.
Sounds like PC bullshit, if you ask me.
And he is a very PC man.
Is he a bullshit man?
No, I mean
Okay.
he's
PC.
he's
That's
just
all you gotta
very
know.
he's very sensitive to.
If he's sensitive, why is he a filmmaker?
He's just socially
He's a
sensitive
struggling
and
artist.
aware.
Oh, okay.
Me and him are on opposing. We're opposing forces, I would say. But I liked him as a professor, and he actually in a meeting with the school about my short film, he actually kind of came to my aid and saved my ass. So he's fine.
The school had a problem with your film.
No,
Joe?
okay, so the fucking. I know we talk about only video games on this podcast. Give me a moment to talk about movies for a second. We showed the first 4 minutes of our movie of the rough cut of our movie. At this point, the first 4 minutes are totally different. To the department, the digital media department, because they were looking at all the thesis films.
Right.
And the main dude in charge, which is Orson Scott Card's brother, Arlen Card, who is the head of the digital media department. He started with, "Hey, so do you really want to shrink your audience by having the F word in the movie?" Well, we only watched the first 4 minutes, and Arlen did not know, and I explained this to them in the meeting. I said, about midway through the movie, a father shows his son child pornography. That happens. That's a plot point in the movie. And Arlen was just kind of silent. And then my dear filmmaker professor said, he stuck up for me and said, "Yeah, and you want those F words in that beginning so that you recognize that it's an adult audience right off the bat. And so that if something shocking comes up throughout the movie, you don't just plow an audience."
Yeah, it's not like when you're watching, you don't want to have a situation like you're watching Drive and it's kind of a dark, brooding movie, and then all of a sudden a chick gets fucking cut down through a bathroom window. Awesome scene, right? But just fucking nuts out of nowhere. Guy has a shotgun, you're like, oh, this is gonna be bad.
But there were some F words.
There were, yeah. You could tell it was an adult movie, but it was still
You could tell it was an adult movie way before the boob showed up.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn, that was insane though.
Anyway, so that's what happened. Me and Arlen got in a little bit of a verbal tussle, and other people in the room were scared. I think me and Arlen were kind of fine, actually, but that's what happened. So
That's what happens.
He did come and he was an advocate for me with all these other people that were scared of Arlen. He got behind me.
Oh, his brother's big. His brother's big time. We can't.
Oh,
mess with
and
him.
Arlen's a lawyer and shit.
Oh,
So
okay.
he's big time too, just in a different way. He's an independent film composer, and he's in charge of the digital media.
And he's a
stuff,
lawyer?
And he's a lawyer.
God
Nice.
damn.
Yeah, there was an order.
He's got a big brother he needs to live up to.
Yeah, anyway.
He's got to have 6 jobs.
Wolfson gets everything handed to him. All he does is
So-
put a few words down on
Yeah.
paper.
I mean, I've fought with 2 teachers. No, 3. I fought with 3 teachers. One was behind a keyboard like a coward, but the other 2, I've only ever fought with 2 teachers, and I immensely respect both of them because
They fought back?
They fought back, and I think they respect me too, honestly, because I would fight with them.
And if you go ask them who Joe is now, they probably won't remember.
That's not true. Arlen knew me, so before I went into that meeting, because he was my teacher twice.
Nice.
Anyway, what the fuck were we talking about?
Oh my god, I don't remember.
We were just in the opening of the episode. They're still in the opening remarks. Haven't said our handles.
Yeah,
or
this
anything.
is where we talk about what we've been playing.
What has everybody been playing, Craig?
I've been playing Parasite Eve 2.
Cool.
Yeah.
How's that? How's
that's
that? Is that
awesome.
just as horrifying as you recall?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, well,
I mean, the gameplay is fairly easy, and the actual shooting of enemies isn't that bad. It's just I hate everything about it, except for that. The combat is marred by the control scheme of moving around. So it's just one thing is okay.
Okay, so it's kind of a strange transition from Parasite Eve 1, don't you think?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
It goes from somewhat tactical RPG to
Are you
to
okay,
fucking
Joe?
Resident Evil, so it's kind of weird.
All right, well, I'm looking forward to that review, see what our final thoughts are on that game. That'll probably be a few weeks from now, but...
Everybody laughing at.
And
Everybody's getting a little giggly right now.
Twice had a little burp. That's what's funny.
Giggly.
Whoa! Oh, dude. Let me guess. Beef jerky?
Yes.
Oh, my God. So your
right,
burp is so powerfully beef jerky. I knew it was beef jerky.
Of course.
Okay, so what happens is Caleb's stomach cannot process any kind of meat, so whenever he burps, it'll smell exactly like just rotting version of whatever meat he ate.
And
It's frightening.
those Slim Jims are so processed, I don't think they rot, Craig. I think that's really what the problem is. There is no breakdown
straight,
of any
it would
material
just
whatsoever.
be straight Slim Jim
I'm glad you're liking Parasite Eve. Is that the only game you played?
for this week, yeah.
Wow.
And that's surprising, man.
Busy week for you.
I thought we were supposed to beat video games on the show. Isn't
Yeah.
that the whole premise?
About
of.
that.
And none of us have beaten one in like 4 weeks.
Hey, spoiler alert to the hog status part of the thing.
Actually, no, Caleb's the only one who has with Zystria.
Yeah.
So, wow.
Yeah, so are you done? You done, Craig?
Yeah, that's
Said it's
fucking
his
it,
only
man.
fucking game, man.
All right, well, I'll get it.
Skyrim. Talk about
Yes.
Skyrim.
Thank you for
That's the theme for Skyrim, right?
introing for
It's
me.
close.
Yeah.
So I played a little bit of Battlefield, but I went over to
Sounds nothing like Skyrim.
my mom's place over the weekend because she was gone to Idaho, so I was looking after the animals.
She wasn't in Idaho. We did a switch.
Okay, nice. So you killed her uncle then, right?
Cameron's mom is. Whew.
Okay.
Maybe at one time.
Anyways, since Caleb was like, "Oh yeah, we'll play Battlefield," and so I get all set up, at my mom's place to the TV and everything. I hop on, and Caleb's playing fucking 13, Final Fantasy 13, or what is it? The one with lightning.
Lightning Returns.
Lightning Returns. Okay, so he's sitting there playing. I'm like, "Well, fuck, what do I do now?" And then I'm like, "You know what? I don't have any of my other games here that I want to play because I want to play Mass Effect." So I started downloading Skyrim, and because I just felt like playing it. So as I'm loading up Skyrim, I'm going to play this game a way I've never played it, and which is mage focused only, no weapons.
Dude, I came up with the perfect way to describe the way I play Skyrim, and it's a crouching sniper, hidden bowman.
Exactly, and that's the way I like to play too. Assassin, single-handed weapons, and you go for the huge sneak attack. That's what I like to go for normally. But this time, I've never played it this way, so I'm going to try it. And it's like a whole different game. You have to change your playstyle drastically when you do that, because it's all your life is all around that fucking magic bar that drains so fast.
Yeah.
And so it's a different experience, but I'm having a lot of fun because I'm challenged in ways I wasn't challenged before. So I have
Ever since the
Mentally
accident.
challenged.
ever since the accident.
I'm talented in ways I was never talented before.
And it feels like my guy had an accident. 'Cause now he can't
Twice,
hold
that's
a weapon.
racist. Come on.
Racist. But no, I'm having a lot of fun actually doing this, and then I'm going through unlocking trophies as well.
Glad you're
And I
having
haven't
fun
been able to
playing
I haven't been able to put it down. So
Wait. Did you just say you're having fun playing a
yeah,
video
what
game?
is
I'm
fun?
having fun
What?
playing it as a mage instead of as hidden.
Games are work,
Crouching
Cam. You're
sniper,
not meant to
hidden
enjoy
bowman.
them.
Yeah, we have patrons, Cameron. They're not paying for you,
know-
to have a good fucking time.
Sadly, this is what it's turned into. When you have to play games like Zestria, and you just can't quite get it in there. So you're not having
Dude,
fun anymore.
Zestria will be done.
It's
I
a fucking
actually,
struggle to get through P2.
I actually P2.
Parasite Eve 2.
PE2. P2 is Persona 2.
Yeah, I have that, but no.
I know.
haven't been playing
P2
it.
can be anything too with a
No.
P.
No.
Penis 2. Penis 2.
Penis times.
I remember how we got to the fucking Arlen card getting pissed at me conversation.
We were talking about.
We were talking
your
about
professor.
movies,
Right?
And we were
We're talking about how movies made us distracted last episode, and we let it get us distracted again.
Yeah,
is what happened.
that's what
No.
happened.
It was about making a movie podcast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and how I'm not allowed to have opinions, I guess, because I'm an independent filmmaker.
Well, you are right now,
I
technically.
guess, yeah. I do have a short film, yeah.
I mean,
Another one.
an
One of my
IMDb
40
page.
short films. And, oh, yeah. Legit now, ladies and gentlemen, I got IMDb Pro. We registered our movie, and now we are officially part of IMDb, and that includes our dear actors here. Caleb Schweiss, who played Officer Schweiss.
Wilson, did he not?
Officer Schweiss.
And then Cameron Wilson, who played Officer Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had to switch back around because originally Schweiss was going to play Officer
Schweiss
Wilson.
was replaced and then replaced himself again.
Yeah.
He replaced
Someone
himself
apparently.
again?
Well, what happened was
I had two nameless cops in my screenplay, and I just decided to name them Schweiss and Wilson because they were in my movie before. So that's what I did. And then I actually was like, we can't find actors. We're actually going to use you guys as these parts.
Nice. How was our
And
overall?
then we found a possible actor, and so he was going to be there, and then he had a scheduling conflict. We had to drop him, so Schweiss was back on.
No,
Yeah.
then it was
well,
me.
I was going to be
Then it was me.
Officer Wilson, and he was
Yeah.
going to be Officer Schweiss. And then you finally came to your senses and realized that if anyone is going to play Schweiss, it's going to be Schweiss, right? Like you had this. It was this beautiful moment. This epiphany.
He just
that
didn't
you
want to
had,
insult Cam.
where you were just like, "Oh my god, I could just have Schweiss play Schweiss."
By the way,
Who else?
No.
for the
I was-
Indiegogo donors, the movie's almost done. so
I
you'll get
was
it soon.
last fucking choice for this role for Officer Wilson, and he had like, Cameron, please come do this. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I could do it.
You
I
know, like
don't wanna
dressing
get
up as a
early.
cop. Sweet.
And
You had
then
a
we
baton
had
and
fucking
shit?
we had a fucking stripper cop outfit.
yeah.
Well, we tried it. We covered up the
stripper
shitty
part?
stuff. Well, it was like we had to find a cop outfit somewhere, so we went to the store and got like a fake cop outfit, and then we like had to put like
Why couldn't you,
badges
like-
over like the stupid sign that said cop, and then he did other shit to the shirt.
Why couldn't
to
you
make it
find
look-
stripper prison security outfit?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, how was the overall performance by Schweiss and myself?
I think it's all right.
Nice.
It's all right.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's what you can get for how much time we had to film.
All right, so Distracted again. That's all I played. Was
Sounds like
Battlefield and
fucking
Skyrim.
Skyrim?
Battlefield and Skyrim. Yeah.
I was gonna bring up your bacon numbers.
Oh yeah, bacon numbers. Bring those up.
So you actually
We're in the game now.
The best thing about being on IMDb, and you're not in the game yet, but we can factor in an actor and then add one. They have to update their database. There's a website called the Oracle of Bacon, and it has a game where it has mapped out IMDb. Like it updates itself every once in a while. It maps out everyone on IMDb, and it figures out how many degrees of Kevin Bacon you are from other actors. So, and especially Kevin Bacon. So I'm 3 degrees away from Kevin Bacon, let's
Nice.
say. So it means that Caleb Schweiss and Cameron Wilson were in a movie with Antonio Lexero, who is in a movie with someone who is in a movie with Kevin Bacon. So their Bacon number is 3.
Yeah.
And so I started having fun with it. Schweiss wanted to know his Scarlett Johansson number.
Just for scientific purposes.
Which was, I believe, which I think was 4.
Yeah.
I think he had a Johansson number of 4.
It's networking.
Call
Who do you
him
have
four
to
favors,
talk to?
Caleb, and
Who do you have to talk to
Yeah.
to talk to get
Antonio,
Scarlett Johansson?
I need
Yeah.
something from you.
And I
Oh, she's getting
And then-
divorced again, by the way.
Now is the time.
No, you got to pounce on that.
okay, all right. Don't pounce on it. I mean,
Pounce
don't just
has
pounce
like a,
randomly.
Pounce has a little more of a predator feel that I'm comfy with.
You don't want to.
If anything, you would be the predator in the situation.
Christ. Anyway, this is getting bad. I also wanted to find out because Antonio Lexero, who I don't believe is Mormon, has been in 17 Miracles, which was a big Mormon movie that only people from Idaho and Utah would know about even existing. But there's a movie called 17 Miracles about Mormon pioneers and made a bunch of old ladies cry. And Antonio was in that movie, and I just wanted to see what his Lexi Bell number is. Lexi Bell is a porn star, if anybody needs to know. I was like, how quickly can Mormonism turn into porn star? It was only 2. It was like 2 movies. So he was in a movie with he was in 17 Miracles, and then with someone else who was in a movie with Lexi Bell,
porn?
a documentary with Lexi Bell, who of course was in a shitload of porn movies.
Well, obviously, Mormon movie to porn is a big deal. Look at all the pollution outside. Those are like some of my favorite Utah memes where they're like, "Man, look at all that porn." Where they have like a public health crisis here for porn.
Oh my God! You need to set like a stage because I have
Yeah,
no idea.
you're gonna,
like, yeah, the Mormon and porn thing's a real big deal. I mean, look at the pollution.
Look outside.
Yeah.
It's so
And
fucking
the
polluted.
attack on Syria.
It's
the
such
other
a
day.
porn. Hello,
Connected.
it's all porn. Everything is porn. Yeah.
New World Order.
Yeah.
New porn order.
Illuminati. Porn.
No, yeah. There's this thing going around because Utah passed this thing that like
They passed it?
they declared pornography as a public health crisis in the state. And then I love seeing memes where it shows like Salt Lake Valley and it's just covered in this disgusting pillar of pollution. And they're like, man, look at all that porn. Those are some of my favorite Utah satire
Oh
memes.
my God.
Look at all that porn shit. It's so good. I'm like, man, that is some hardcore porn.
Oh my
But
God.
so it clearly doesn't take far to get from Mormon movie to porno movie.
I guess not. Maybe just the bacon number is confirming it.
Yeah. Kevin
you go.
Bacon is
6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Yeah,
God damn it, I love that game.
it's
And
pretty
then
fun.
Soon the site will update and you'll be back on the you'll be on the game for real.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
So you just did it based on you?
I did it based on Antonio or Ryan.
Oh, that's right. So you just added one because we were
I
in a
just
movie
added
with you.
one because
Okay,
we were in a movie with them.
that works. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have photos of ourselves on IMDb? Or?
I mean, you can try to add them with the contributions page if you really want to. I told people on the forums, I said, hey, we're on IMDb, so if you want to add some trivia, go
I need to
for
get
it.
some face shots done.
You want? Do you actually want to be actors? Because you got a lot of work to do.
Whoa, easy.
You guys are shit.
You got a lot of work, man.
You think?
You gotta
No.
actually memorize your goddamn lines.
Easy now. I had them down.
Did you have like 2 lines?
No.
I
a
had more
decent
lines.
amount.
I'm pretty sure I had more lines than that set up.
Okay.
Probably.
All right. Schweiss, what have you been playing this week?
Shit. I played a little bit of Battlefield 1. I got through the challenges to unlock the new weapons for the recent DLC release, and there is a gold trophy associated with that, and I got it, and my God, I don't know what it is, but DICE or EA or somebody just doesn't know how to fucking program challenges and trophy drops into their games, okay? There are challenges in this fucker that make you get like 15 kills with a certain gun in a round, and you know what? I got it with the telescopic, one of the telescopic guns that you need, and it just fucking disappeared. Like, it went back to 0. It reset the counter. So I got the 15 kills, and it's like, oh, it showed as 0 again. And I was like, okay, whatever, I'll do it later. I don't want to fucking do it because I'm really pissed off right now. And then I move on to the mortar kills, which, for how many times I die from mortars in that fucking game, I can't hit mortars for shit. Okay, they are useless in that fucking game.
They are so bad.
Awful.
I hated the mortar thing. Yeah.
And I had to get like 10 kills with mortars, or 15 or something like that, to get this challenge done, and it was, oh my God. And then there was shotguns. I fucking hate shotguns, right? And I had to do that. I
Even the
suffered through
shotgun
it.
sniper they got to use.
Even the shotgun sniper, where I shot someone from like probably 300 yards, and he's fucking lobbing that slug in like a fucking god. But it pissed me off though, because the telescopic one, there was that match where I got 15 and it fucked me, right? And then there was another match where I got 14 and I was in the middle of trying to kill my 15th guy, and the round ended. And I was getting so fucking mad at this game. I was like, oh my God, I can't even unlock these guns. It's just repulsing. And I finally crushed through and got the trophy. And then I put the game down, played a bunch of Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy 13. I'm like 10 hours into that. It's going, it's pissing me off, but I will eventually top that off. I'm hoping to do that either this week or the following week, and then still haven't started Parasite Eve 2 yet, but that's next, I believe. So
Well, that and the next game, where it's the media-based one that we have that we just had to vote for.
That would be...
Now's not a bad time to actually do that.
Reveal
what have you been playing?
The winner.
I've only been playing Tales of Zestiria. I played quite a bit of it this week. I think I will finish it next week, and we should have a
good.
review. So if you have any thoughts on Tales of Zestiria, if you could please send them to us, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, and if it's going to be next week, Troy, you should totally be on the episode. Let's do it. You gave us the game. Why not?
All right. We shall tweet. We should tweet. Anyway.
Yes.
So, the games were as follows. The best, and clearly the one that should be the winner, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Game Boy Advance version.
Throwaway vote.
How is that a throwaway? Fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit.
That's
man.
exactly
The
why it's a throwaway. Fuck that.
Hey, Cameron. I'm sick of you making fun of me all the time.
You sound like Michael Jackson on South Park.
Sick of you making fun of me all the time. It's not funny, Cameron. It's not funny, Cameron. I'm sick of you making fun of me all the time.
Well, this just got gay on another level, but
How is this gay, Cameron? Cameron, how is this gay?
Yeah, it's not gay. It's just...
I need to work on that
it's
impersonation.
just child rapey. What it is.
oh man, okay.
Wow. Okay.
I did beat that game on the Game Boy Advance. So
There you go. I know it's a classic.
classic.
The other
Would
one.
you call it a class?
That's the most on pitch I've ever heard you guys.
Yeah, whenever you guys aren't home and I'm showering, I've just got fucking Thriller going, like, loop in there.
Practice the shit out of it.
Yeah.
So the other one was Shadow of Mordor. Throwaway.
No, that's a good fucking.
Come on.
That's a good vote right there.
Star Wars Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy,
Longest
Jedi
name.
bullshit, Jedi Caleb, Jedi vote. And then there was Star Wars Bounty Hunter, which, who knows what that game is about.
Oh, yeah.
That one was a throwaway.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's about Boba, for God's sake.
Yeah, not even Django.
Oh, wait, no. Is it Boba or Django?
No, it's Django. Yeah, we got it mixed up. We got it mixed
Django,
up.
not Boba. The
Yeah,
lame-ass
there we go.
motherfucker versus his lame-ass dad who also died. Or no, son.
Wait.
No, Django's the dad.
Yeah,
and it's about
Django's
Django.
the dad. Yeah.
You know what? They're both kind of lame. They both just die. Like bitches.
You just pissed off so many Star Wars fans.
Am I wrong, though, Caleb?
Well,
I mean, at least one of them burned Luke's aunt and uncle to death.
Boba got eaten by a giant space sand vagina.
Isn't there something where he cuts his way out of that later?
That's
that was like a
fan fiction. The official fan fiction.
That wasn't a book that was canon until Disney took over, and then it's not canon anymore.
Fuck.
But they might make a Boba Fett movie, so it might be canon again later.
So he might
I
not
don't
be lame and have died like really easily.
know. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right,
It just
then
depends if they make that movie or not.
Yeah. So it is about the lame one. That's right. He's the
Yeah.
prequel one.
Hey,
the dad.
I remember someone playing this
I
game
think it
way
was
back in the
lame.
day, and so when I saw it on sale, I snapped it up for like $3 when I saw it on sale. Currently $10 on the PlayStation Network.
That's where I shall get it.
You have it on PS2 though.
You do,
But I don't have a PS2.
There is one over there though.
yeah, you could just use Caleb's.
But I would rather spend $10.
Wow.
Oh, so this
You'd
is the
rather
guy
spend $10
who was arguing the free thing was better
Okay, yeah.
than the paid thing.
So now you're paying for a better service as opposed to getting the cheaper service for
we
free.
have come full fucking circle, my friend.
Welcome.
But the degree
Middle
of
class.
difference is much bigger.
Is there though? Because really the only difference is you're getting
it's not like when
trophies
you
on
were
the PS4.
playing on the PlayStation Network.
Oh, is it
that
free?
it was in
It's
standard
better.
def.
Oh,
Fuck
is it
you.
free? Oh, is it free? It's fucking
Fuck
better.
you. That is not a good similarity. Who the fuck won?
All right, so the winner with 41 votes, Star Wars Bounty Hunter.
Wait, you mean Harry Potter and the Chambers?
No, Star Wars
No.
Bounty
It
Hunter.
definitely says Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
It
Wait,
does
why'd
say
you go
that.
with the Chamber of Secrets instead of Philosopher's Stone?
Did you just say
or
Philosopher's
Sorcerer's
Stone? What are you,
Stone, or
some
whatever
British
the fuck
fuck?
Like, whatever, man.
Yeah, it's the
a
beret,
title
isn't
of
it?
the book.
Huh? Philosopher's Stone? What do you think? You're some kind of British hipster?
Maybe.
Huh?
I don't know.
Think you're
What,
better than the rest of
you
us?
think you're better than the rest of us?
I
to call
am
it
better than the rest of you. So, thank you for that.
Huh?
So second place was Shadow
Think
of
you're all
Mordor.
cool on that little fucking island?
Second place, Shadow of
pedestal,
Mordor
Joe.
with 31 votes.
31 for sure.
Third place, big drop off, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Winner. Okay, yeah. Go
6
ahead.
votes. And then, surprisingly, Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, 2 votes.
Caleb,
Yeah, I imagine, like, nobody
Caleb,
played that
and
game.
Since obviously he's the size of 2 people, it just
He voted twice.
Yeah, did you vote
System
twice,
knew.
Caleb?
Double click.
I didn't.
What did you
I
vote
didn't.
for?
I voted for Mordor.
So did I. I think everyone but Joe voted for Mordor at this table. Fuck that. God damn
you voted
people.
for Mordor?
I did.
Can't. What the fuck?
PS4 game.
I definitely voted for Harry Potter.
Because I'm further along. I'm further along in Mordor than I am in Bounty Hunters.
Yeah, but Bounty Hunter is like a 10-hour game, so you're
Yeah.
probably not further along in Mordor than Bounty Hunter. You just have to start.
I'm already in
Bounty
the second part of the game, though.
Second half of Mordor.
Yeah.
Hunter. Oh, maybe then. Yeah.
So
I think that's about where I am, too.
we all know what everybody played. We all know what we're going to play, which is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah.
I mean, Star
Dude,
Wars.
Just get over it, man.
Star
They didn't
Wars-
win.
Star Wars
Bounty Hunter.
Clit Hunter.
Bounty
They
Hunter.
went with the fucking shooter. And, like, it's weird. They're
Yeah.
like, stop playing shooters.
Star
We're going to
Wars-
elect a shooter.
Star Wars Pussy Hunter. And
That would be a much better game.
Yeah, that would be pretty sweet. It turns out that the,
Stream the fuck out of that.
no. It turns out that Boba has to, Django has to
They
make a
aren't really-
direct deposit into each.
They
for
are
each
really
clone.
clones. He has to bang each chick.
Yeah, and the chick is this like weird lifeless vessel that its only purpose is to reproduce his exact clone.
wait,
Oh
isn't
my
that just women in
God.
general, or
Oh,
I knew that was coming. I felt it. I felt that coming from him.
the old sperm bank.
oh god,
I was waiting for it.
oh man,
it was a
Joe.
joke. It was a joke. God,
He only slightly meant it.
well, just
He's not even gonna deny it.
sometimes when men talk, they talk in a way that is a little objectifying. And if you could hear the way Caleb was speaking, it sounded like it was just like a normal person that he sees as us. And so I made the joke. Anyway, it's not a good joke.
Yeah, you got to grab
I
him by
don't
the
grab
pussy,
him by
right,
the
Joey?
pussy.
Right, Joe?
I don't do that. I just couldn't shut my mouth. It just came out. It was bad.
The funny thing is, I was
bad.
thinking that. I'm like, I'm not going to
So Cameron was thinking it. Look at
I'm
that.
not going to fucking say
I'm
that.
the only one that
It was the
wasn't
way
thinking
he
it.
was saying it.
I know. He was totally setting it up for it.
Oh god. Hopefully there was too much noise going on that people couldn't understand what the fuck I was
All
saying.
right. Move on.
Nope,
from
they knew.
this.
They know.
The important question is, did anyone beat a game?
Anyone beat a game? Anyone beat a game?
No, I'm like
No.
I'm really close
I'm
to
like-
Parasitic
I'm really
2,
close
though.
to
Really close.
Mass Effect.
Yeah,
God, why?
that's the only thing I've been playing in the week, and it's only like a 10-hour game.
So will you have a game beat by next time?
He's
Yeah.
gonna get someone else's save. It's okay.
Yeah.
You gotta fucking do that shit, Cam.
I know. I got to beat a game before.
You've had fucking 4 weeks, and you have Batman, which is an 8-hour game.
but I haven't been wanting to play Batman.
Fucking just do stuff, man.
Well, I'm going to have to beat it now because you're going to have a game beat, and I can't let that happen without me beating a game. It's like my whole week's about sabotaging Caleb's
Yeah.
playthrough, so he
should.
can't beat a game.
Go over to his house and then like fuck with his memory card so it corrupts his data. He has to do it
Face!
again. I did not.
It's on my Vita, so you won't be able to do that.
Nor didst I beat thine game.
I don't know.
You
What,
didn't beat my game.
No.
I don't know when I'll beat a game next. Honestly, because Lightning Returns is supposed to be like a 30-hour game, unless I just fucking
You'll beat it in 23 hours.
23. Yeah, I just beat it 8 hours faster every time.
Yeah.
You gonna go for the plan?
That's
on
how
that
you do
one, too?
math.
Yeah, I am. It's gonna ruin
So it's
me.
gonna be like a 50-hour game for you.
Probably a 60-hour game. Yeah, but I beat it. It's not. Did you plat? It's did you beat? So I'll
Didst
have
thou
my-
plat?
Oh, my nude
Plat?
hog.
Yes, the nude hog. All right, so okay, Do we want to do question? We got a question.
Yeah, we might as well do questions.
Yeah, we have a couple questions here. So first one, very interesting, very fun. Nude Clan cosplay from Chris. When are we going to see some? FF15 seems like a good place to start. Cam as Noct, Schweiss as Gladdy, Joe as Ignis, and of course Craig as...
Why me as Ignis?
Why is me as
Cindy.
not?
I don't know.
Okay.
You would be more of a Gladiolus. You're bigger than I am.
I know.
Okay, so
I
me
dress up
as
like
Cindy?
Femi Noct while you're just fucking around with your motorcycle
Femi
vest.
Noct?
Yeah, Femi Noct. He is a feminine guy character. Feminoct. And then we have Caleb, who's Gladiolus, all beefed up, and he's like shorter
Okay,
than
well,
Feminoct.
Cam, let me tell you this. They want me to play a fucking chick.
You have boobs.
I do have boobs.
You're the only
and
one.
honestly, it's not really that surprising. And this is not the first time I've had listeners say they want me to dress as a chick.
This is not the first time you've dressed as a chick.
They do it. They just, yeah, it's true. It wouldn't be the first time I've dressed as a chick.
And man, all the dots are connected.
I'll let that out there. But dude, I don't know what it is. Like, all these dudes are putting me in their spank bank. They just want me to be a chick.
Spank Bizzle. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
Their spank bizzle.
But if they want me as Noct, I don't know.
Why the fuck is Caleb Schweiss not Ignis?
Yeah, he looks more like an Ignis.
Oh, what? Because the glasses?
Yeah.
That's like the only thing.
No, you got a more like... You got sharper features than I do.
Hey, say
He
Noct.
looks more like...
He's got sharper features than any of us except for Cameron's chin.
No.
There, he's
Yeah,
got
Cameron
the part.
Cameron without facial hair is like a fucking triangle.
He's
Sharp
got the part.
fuck. All right. So if we were to honestly do this, Joe would have to be way skinnier, but you'd probably be more along the lines of Noctis. I guess I could do Ignis.
I don't look like any single character from that game.
No,
That's
he
just
doesn't.
where I've gone to.
Okay.
I could probably be
the fat guy from Lost.
That's what I was about to say.
Go take some pictures, guys.
I could be the photographer dude. But honestly, Caleb Craig looks more like the photographer dude than I do. If he
Apparently, I look more like Cindy.
He grew out
he's
his
already
hair and
Cindy.
put it in a ponytail.
This is-
Tony Pale.
Yeah, dude, I'm Cindy.
But you got to get some
Just gotta-
some good shots of his whale tail as he's leaning over a car fixing it.
There is a video.
Oh, Jesus. Of what?
There is a video on YouTube.
Yeah, we already know.
If you want to see... Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we know. We were in it.
We know because we were in it and we made it. There's a video on YouTube called Note. It's just called Note. N-O-T-E.
Yeah, search Note JD Malachi and you'll find it.
You can find Note JD Malachi or Note 2014 official trailer.
Yes.
There is a video out there with a certain someone in a certain not typically male
Get up.
get up.
I'm dressed as a prostitute. I'll just put that out there.
Candy.
Go look for it.
Delicious.
Candy
the red
sounds
lights.
something similar to Cindy.
The chest, so
Yeah.
expensive.
You love it. It's got
The Caleb so hard.
my nips are exposed.
I love to explore those.
There was
great
a sex
expanse of
scene in
yours.
there between me and Schweiss.
I wouldn't say it's a scene, but yeah, it's in there.
It's a lead.
Well, there was a lead up because like right after
Don't
we
spoil it.
we totally did
Don't
bang.
spoil it. Just have them watch the video. It's okay. Just look for Note 2014 official trailer. All right. So they want cosplay from us. You guys have you ever been interested in doing cosplay?
No.
Fucking.
You know, the only thing associated with cosplay, and it's very loosely, that I've ever considered doing would be fan fiction.
Wait, what?
And it's like a super
You're willing
hyper,
to play out fan fiction?
No, not
because
play
that
out.
would be fucking intense, man.
content.
No, I would be willing to write Game of Thrones fan fiction, but not like lame fan fiction, but like awesome shit, right?
So you're gonna take upon yourself to finish the books for him
yeah.
if he dies?
And I'll make the true main character revealed to all, and it'll be sweet.
Yeah, it'll just be Tyrion.
No, it'll be the Hound. It'll be the main guy. Everyone's gonna be like, "What?" They're like, yeah, he came back. Hello, are you fucking blind? He's Jesus. He was killed and then he was resurrected, and now he's the one. But that's the only thing I've ever been that big of a fan of that I would consider doing. And the reason why I can't say that about Final Fantasy is because Final Fantasy is not one big idea. It's a bunch of different ideas. And
What
there's
if you
not one of
combined
them.
all of them? Massive fucking orgy of like everybody.
That would be, then we would get Duodecim, yeah. Duodecim 12.
Yeah, you just do a fan fiction of that. There you go. That's like the ultimate thing.
Dodecim as
Dudekheim, yeah. Dudekheim.
What? I didn't say that.
I did.
Oh.
That's what I read it as because I was like, what the
Schweiss
fuck does this
doesn't know
even
what the-
fucking mean?
so
It's Duodecim, which I know.
Duodecim. Schweiss read it as Dodecum or whatever he said.
Dodecum.
So I didn't read it. I just heard what he said, and so we made a riff on Dodecum, and then someone in the fucking chat had to correct us.
Yeah, fucked us for it. But I, it's fair. When I look at it, I'm like, oh, obviously that's 12. Duo and then 10, 2, 10, whatever. But what the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, cosplay. I don't think I've ever wanted to cosplay. I mean, the closest thing I've gotten to that is dressing up for Halloween, I guess. But for some reason, it's
got
just
over that
You
one
don't
real
want
fast.
just want to dress up as Jon Snur like all the time.
no, not really.
Snur.
No, it's
Jon Snur.
The only time it'd be fun to cosplay is when you're in like a full like body thing, so no one can actually know it's you.
Full body condom.
So,
Yeah,
just one of
Okay.
those people doing the no face costume.
like the chief,
The
like the
no-face
Master
costume.
Chief, or
Dude, you could go
Fallout
spandex
3.
and be like a fucking Power Ranger.
Fallout 3
That would be awesome.
power armor would be cool.
I have a feeling those nerdy celebrities who say they go to Comic-Con, I think they're just dressed up in the full suit ones so that
Yeah.
they don't have to...
Because they can pay like the $5,000 it takes to make one of those.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
To have someone else
Exactly.
make one of those. That's how you do it, man.
Yeah, it's just not ever been anything I've wanted to do necessarily for, whatever. I admire people who do it and do it well. Like at the KupoCon event, we saw a lot of really great cosplays.
That's
but-
true, yeah.
And they were impressive, and there were some that were really,
Not
really well done. And there were some that weren't, yes, but it's still better than anything I would be able to do. Although there is
true.
a certain lack of will to do it. So, I mean...
There's a
large lack of
There's
will.
a 100% lack of will.
Yeah,
I think I could be an okay Cypher, I think. If I slick back my hair. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I could do that Cypher with the trench coat, but
Yeah, that would be easy, though. You don't have to change very much. You just
Yeah.
fucking put on a trench coat and...
just gonna do this and then put a scar on my face.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Do this, this visual thing that I'm
Yeah.
showing the podcasters.
Yeah, Cameron.
Be blonde.
Job.
Yeah,
just like will your hair to be blonde for a day.
that's right. Well, it's strawberry blonde. That's why I can kind of get away with it. There's definitely red in it. Absolutely.
In his?
Yeah,
In Cypher?
Cypher's.
Oh, I thought you were saying yours is strawberry blonde. I was
No.
like, dude, no, it
Of course, my hair was lighter 10 years ago when I was thinking about doing this.
Yeah. Well, eventually yours will probably be a dark brown thing.
Yeah.
That seems to be the evolution of the ginger. So we have another one here. It's titled Theme Park Ride to Game to Film from Straight Face Ted. One last shameful attempt at getting the clan to play a point-and-click adventure game, probably the best of all. Monkey Island. What could be more appropriate than a theme park ride turned computer game turned film? Put it to the vote. I'm sure your more mature listeners will stand tall. It was released in 1990, after all. The Pirates of the Caribbean Disney ride inspired Monkey Island to be created, which years later, this film script was rehashed into the first Pirates movie. Many of the scenes from the film can be recognized from the game, and the same threads are
had no
obvious
idea that.
throughout.
I'm going to have to do some research on that. That's
I can just imagine a scene where there's monkey skeletons walking on the bottom of the ocean, and it's fucking sweet. I'm pumped about
just the
that.
monkey skeleton.
And they overuse it again later.
Yeah, and then later everyone's excited that they do it again as if it didn't happen already. I know the genre is now all but defunct, but the history of the point-and-click games are rich and help develop and push computer game technology to what we see now. I urge you, at the least, to listen to a podcast review of the game, read some developer history of it, or just listen to the opening theme tune. It's fucking awesome. I'm not above bribery either. I'd gladly pay for the game so either of the Calebs could purchase it on Steam if those Disney fucks haven't removed it now that they own Lucasfilm. I don't know if I've seen Monkey Island.
Is that the only thing that is available on, you think?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
I'm not above playing a point and click. I actually enjoy some of them. Sam and Max is fucking awesome. I love those games. So I wouldn't mind playing
Is that what
Monkey
those?
Island.
Is that what those were? I
Sam
honestly
and
had
Max
no
games?
idea. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they were point and click. They changed the gameplay for them a little bit when they moved them to the consoles.
No, it's like pretty. What do you mean pretty sure? Like yes or no, Caleb? I think that would be an interesting genre to toss in there. There are still a few genres we need to kind of give some
Explore.
love to. Yeah.
I feel like
We
we need
haven't done a
like
racing
a
game.
massive genre list.
yeah.
We have to like pick a game from each genre.
So we have like
a genre dartboard.
we need to grab our. Oh yeah, no. What we do is we get really drunk and then we throw the darts. So we can't like precisely pick whatever genre we want,
Yeah,
but it's
'cause
just like
when you're
hellish.
playing darts, man.
Nothing makes
If you
super accurate this every
if you
time.
know what you want on that dartboard,
You can
God
get it
damn it, you're gonna
100%
hit
of
that
the time. Yeah, you're fucking bullseye.
I don't know, man. I got pretty good at darts.
Yeah.
Maybe not that.
Yeah, that
good.
must be why there were so many pock marks in the wall around the dartboard.
That was skill shot darts. That was like between the leg toss, and occasionally it wouldn't hit the bullseye, or the board, or the thing behind the board to protect the wall. I do think we do need to dive into some of those. There are racing games we haven't touched on. We haven't really touched on fighting games, which is surprising. We haven't.
I've been wanting to do some of those.
Have you nominated one?
No, I haven't actually.
We'll nominate one.
Well, then
I will.
You gotta nominate them.
Well, it doesn't sound like you've been wanting them to.
Yemenite.
But yeah. So okay, we'll look into that. Maybe we'll throw one on for a nomination. I'm not against it.
It just depends on how available it is. Also, that's really like number one at this point.
Yeah.
Like, can I get a hold of this game relatively easily and cheaply? Then it is definitely a possibility.
I think Steam has a shitload of point and click games, so we should be able to
I'm
find
saying
it on
Monkey
there.
Island in particular.
The Secret of Monkey Island, Monkey Island 2, Tales of Monkey Island Special Edition bundle. It is there.
All right then.
Isn't Everyone's Gone to the Rapture a point and click game too?
No, that's
No.
a walking simulator.
What does that mean exactly, Caleb?
It means that if you want to sit on your ass, but you kind of want you want the experience of walking without the work, you could put on a walking simulator.
Basically
what
means-
the fuck is a walking simulator?
Dude,
Jesus
okay,
Christ.
so it's basically a game that's first person view and you just kind of walk around. You just kind of like see
you know
everything
what?
around.
I do that right now. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's just like
You know what? I could
that's all the
stand
game is, and there are
and
tons
change
of those.
how the world looks, and I can sit. I could crouch, change kind of my perspective. I can move forward.
Yeah, but you can do this.
I could move really close to you, big boy,
I think it's like a
or I could
very
move
strange.
back from you.
It's
like
good. You should do that.
a dumbed down Sims thing. It's like, you want a life? You want a good life? Play The Sims.
Like they have like
You want to walk?
stories too,
You
but
wanna walk?
it's like
Play Final Fantasy 11,
Yeah.
or whatever game Craig is talking about.
Yeah.
so everybody's gone to the Rapture. It was a free game.
Yeah, it is. I haven't touched it yet, but not against trying all genre of games, and I do think I am going to force a sports game in at some point. So, yeah. Anyways, what the fuck were we talking about this week?
Oh, okay.
I seem to have forgotten.
Okay.
In the time.
So I just wanted to get a quick little survey of everybody in the room, kind of. I know we all play games, but has anybody ever been interested in making games?
Yeah. I guess just me then.
No, I guess you were the first person to talk, so...
Well, they could have answered too.
I mean, if
On the count of three, answer. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Is that what you wanted to happen?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
exactly what I wanted to have happen.
Cameron, go ahead.
if my career ever went that way, I wouldn't complain about it. But I guess as a kid, I wanted to test games more than make games.
You wanted to be the person who walked
The
into the
quality
wall
assurance.
300 times
Yeah.
to see if there was a glitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Why was made you interested about that?
Because it was
The idea of playing video games for a living, despite the fact that you would be playing something that would irk your soul.
And it's funny, too, because when I heard how much they pay guys to do that, and I make more than that now.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. $9 an hour.
So, yeah. So, if I ever got into it, it'd probably be the programming aspect. I don't know if I'd be wanting to more do the engine part of it or kind of the front-facing graphics and stuff, but I don't know. So I'm just going to throw out a solid maybe.
Solid maybe.
Solid maybe. What the fuck does that
It
mean?
means he's studying.
Maybe by itself is like fucking Jello.
He's studying programming.
Hard
right now,
Jello,
that's what
so
he's
Jello
saying.
that's been in the fridge
dude,
too long.
it's
Don't you know what an oxymoron
I don't
is,
think it would
Caleb?
even, dude.
A solid maybe is a joke.
Yeah,
It's
but
the joke,
still,
Caleb. Calm your tits.
I can't, man. It's fucking Jello.
His tits are so crazy.
Whoa! They can't help themselves.
You know, if
man.
the
They just
opportunity
flop
arose
around.
and I would make an excellent amount of money doing it, of course. Yeah. No second thought. But just like how Joe comes to find when he is making movies and how he has to nitpick movies that are out there and he doesn't like that, well, I wonder if the same thing happens if you're involved in making video games and I go play another video game, like, but I can see this. There's an issue right here and it's going to bother me.
I don't really have problems watching movies.
You told us that you had to sit down and stop looking at movies that
No,
way.
because I did. It was just a maturity thing. We're talking kind of on different wavelengths, I think. But I can appreciate how a movie's made, and I'm actually like a lot easier on movies now than I used to be, and a lot of that has to do with knowing how they're made. So,
all right, so
it's
maybe.
like a good miracle. A good movie's a miracle.
Yeah, there's a lot of not so great movies that come out all the time.
I just want video games to remain this magical thing that I don't know how they're put together.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Shit.
someone fucked with something.
The sound thing is crappy right now. Anyway, I was interested in doing testing because the idea of getting paid to make games or play games. Although I do know after watching Grandma's Boy, one of the biggest box office flops of all time.
Was that really that big of a flop?
Yeah.
I watched it.
I did too, but it didn't make. It made so little money, dude. It was bad. After watching that, I think he was testing the Spawn games, what was in that movie, which is an okay game from what I recall. But I realized that it's a lot of bullshit, and it's a lot of you, like Joe said, running into walls, making sure you don't fall through the map. And that would be hundreds of hours of time, and I don't think I'd enjoy that very much.
Yeah, you just wouldn't enjoy the game after that.
I think what I would like to do would be to be like a scenario writer, to write out storylines, to come up with general ideas for the game's plot. I think that would be a lot more fun. I'd find that a lot more fulfilling than the programming aspect of it, because that stuff basically interests me in no way. Programming, I mean, I'll do the stuff that I need to do for the site, but that's like super light. That's way light and to the point of like the site will give me the line of code and I just copy that and then throw it in somewhere else and then just edit it with the number I need rather than the number I copied. That's about as much as I really want. And even beyond that, I might want to have the capacity to make my own website, but that's like as high as I'll ever go. I don't think I want to program a game from the ground up. That does not sound fun to me at all. That sounds like video editing, which I also fucking hate. Which is why all of our shit on YouTube is just a block carryover of whatever the fuck we recorded on Twitch, and that's it. That's because that's what I can do. So I think I'd be more interested in writing script or dialogue between characters more than anything else in a game. So I would be interested in it, but it's not really something I can like just train to do or like get an education. I guess I could do something in like English or story writing, but I could just do that myself. I don't need to go to school.
Be like an event planner.
I don't want to go to school to write. I might as well just write and not waste all that money on a degree that's about as useless as a fucking high school diploma. So
it's not true. You can get some degree, or you can get some jobs just because you have a.
That is true. Yeah.
So that is not true.
Those aren't the jobs I would want. I would want to be an event planner, not a fucking park ranger at a federal park,
Okay.
making
Yeah.
nothing.
That's like my second go-to career. Fuck
You know, I was
ranger.
when you brought that up like a year ago, I was like, okay, I would do that. If I could just throw away everything that I have and just go do that, I probably would. I would just be like this
Like,
fucking mountain
being
man.
a park ranger sounds awesome. I know you don't make any money, but I love being out in nature
yeah.
like that.
I would probably
or
just live
some
in a-
sort of historically significant thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think it sounds awesome.
I would
It's like a
probably
great job for a retired guy.
clearing some trails. And
Yeah,
shit.
I would probably just get a bunch of books and live in a fucking cabin and just read. Like that would be my hobby.
My assumption is that it would
Just
be
read the
just like the Boy Scout
the
Wheel
Game of Thrones
Time.
books.
Or yeah, read
all
Game of
over and
Thrones.
over again because that's
Yeah.
all you read.
You always say that shit, but I haven't even finished it twice. Just once, Caleb.
And you're
Yeah,
starting
but
it again.
the only books that you've read this year so far for your goal has been Game of Thrones, right?
No, that's only one of the 5. I've read more Dark Tower books than I have Game of Thrones books.
Okay.
So now
Okay.
you're gonna now the fucking story is gonna be you just keep rereading Dark Tower, dude.
Anyways, there
dude,
is a
Game of
game out
Thrones.
there about being a forest ranger called Firewatch. It's mostly about the story and kind of what goes on. And Skull just brought it up, but that would be a game you might enjoy about being a park ranger for a summer.
See, I thought that was a firefighter game.
Well, it's
No, it's about like
you're a park ranger, but then you're up in your balcony trying to spot smoke and fires and stuff to warn people.
Yeah, and a fire breaks out and they got to deal with it. or
That
something
sounds
like that.
pretty
So
exciting.
you call in the cavalry when there's a fire because you're not going to go run out there with the hose by yourself.
Are
But
they
yeah,
actually cavalry though? Like, did they just come in with
they come
Horses, they come in with horses and like
wagons.
water
like
buckets.
and endlessly
Water
long
wagons.
hoses?
Or like their choppers are carrying dudes riding horses with buckets of water.
Yeah,
That'd be the way to go.
But anyways, it's basically about being a guy who wants to go spend some time by himself out in the woods after he's gone through something in his own life, and so it's his way of getting his time on his own while being a park ranger. So
Very cool.
a whole video game right around that.
Old video game based on my
Your backup
your
plan.
backup plan.
Yeah.
My backup plan is literally to work for the National Parks or Forestry Services. Yeah, it's my backup plan.
Yeah, nice.
It's real. I really, I will
It's a
make
good plan.
$30,000 a year, and that'll be about it.
But when you make $30,000 a year and you're not spending any of it,
That's true.
yeah, that's fair.
So you get to live up in their shit.
Up in whose shit?
Yeah, I've got a
live
sweet
up in that shit.
I've got a sweet latrine room here
Yeah, there you
at the
go.
park.
How do you flush it?
If you can get through the first month of infection, you're fine.
Oh my god! So I have been pretty interested in video game development. I remember early on as a kid, probably around 11 or 12. Maybe that's not that early on, but there was a point when I was like really into video games. Didn't have that much access to them, but I was really into the ones that I could play. And the idea of making video games was really exciting to me. So at the time, there were these software programs that they would put out for kids to learn programming. They was learning BASIC. And they would program their own game using this thing. So, I mean, I got a hold of that software, and I tried really hard to copy what they told me to type in the book, and things just didn't work. It was really buggy and shitty, and so that kind of crushed my dreams about being a programmer, because I was like, all this code, and I don't understand it at all, and there was this math involved, and it was shitty. And then, like, sometimes I would play with things in the code to, like, see how it would kind of change things. Like, there was a shape on the screen that this thing was drawing. And, you know, it just wasn't... I realized at that point programming was not for me. And I realized early in college, because of a certain class I took that I had to take because my degree was once digital media, that Maya 3D, the drawing program for the 3D stuff, was also not for me at all. the most successful experience I had while trying to learn how to make games was there was this program, it's probably still out there, called Engine 001. And me and my friend Timo were trying to make a game based on a story we had come together, we had created together as kids. And we actually had a lot of fun with that engine. It was basically this pre-built game engine where you would drag and drop the sort of events that would happen, and you would program those events and certain tiles on a map that you would create, and then you would be able to, if you wanted to, just go into Paint and you would be able to make your character models, or they have these pre-built models for you. You just had to save them in certain spots. And that was kind of like a drag and drop, cut and paste kind of way of making a game. Mm-hmm. But it actually kind of worked, and it was a lot of fun to do. And for that year or so that I was playing with that shit when I was like 15, I was like, okay, first I'm going to be a rock star. And then I'm going to be a movie director. And then I'm going to make games.
And then you're going to be a park ranger?
And then you're going to make the game.
And then I'll be a park ranger.
The game that you and Timo had created based on a story of two young, gay Mormon people, Mormon kids coming out to their parents. And their struggles and difficulties along the way.
Why? What's with all the gay jokes today, Schweiss?
RPG.
I feel like you're giving me shit today for all the gay.
The gay? What are you talking about? I haven't said anything.
I was singing my heart out earlier today.
I now.
And what did you say about it? Because I forgot the lyrics to a song.
So Cut to Joe Banjo and singing Backstreet Boys.
No, it was NSYNC.
Excuse me.
Well, sorry, I don't know my gay boy bands.
Well,
so sorry.
Well, Justin Timberlake was in one of them, and not the other. I just want to tell you
that I had enough. Might sound crazy, but it ain't no lie. Baby, ba, ba, ba.
So Joe was singing.
That's right. I should never do that again.
Yeah, it was
not the singing. The thing you just did with the
echo.
We do that all the time.
We do that all the fucking time.
Yeah. No, it's dumb.
Why? Why do you say this dumb?
So, I was making fun of Joe because he was really belting it out.
He was going for it, man.
And then all of a sudden he just did the little
like he didn't know what the lyrics were.
He forgot the lyrics.
And I made fun of him. I was like, oh, the gay meter was just getting too high, so he had to lay off a little bit. It's like a Grand Theft Auto quest where you're following somebody. It's like, oh, you're too close, better back up. And then their scare meter goes back down. That's what I saw. And then he goes right back into it. You
saw his gay meter, and it was
I looked over, and then above his head was like a little speedometer thing of gay. And rainbows were starting to burst out of the top of it. And I was like, and I think he felt it, and then he fucked up the lyrics a little.
Can't keep going.
Yeah,
okay.
He let in some.
He was starting to dick too much, and he had to pull back.
Yeah, he had to open up some ventilation to cool that shit down.
Would you like a bear bar? Is that still the same? Would you like to go to
I don't know what the fuck a bear bar is.
I think it's a bar for gay dudes who are like you and I, who are big and...
Yeah, it is. That's what... I asked Stolas what that was the other day, and it was...
the only reason I know what it is
fat guys?
because of Brandy is the only reason I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know what a bear is, but they just have bars that are only for bears. That's a little...
Apparently.
Meet them, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, all right.
Well, Caleb, you didn't go with us to any of the events in New York City. What were you doing in the meantime?
Just
your downtime.
What happens in New York stays in New York.
Oh my God!
Yeah, except that you didn't go to New York.
Okay, it was in New Jersey.
New Jersey.
What happens in Jersey?
No, we went to New York. You went to the Trade Center, didn't you? Oh no, wait, Yeah, he went to the One World Trade Center.
Well, yeah, that was later.
He went outside.
Still, stop it.
But you guys.
Oh man.
That really plays on my vanity, actually.
Yeah. You would be a very successful gay man.
I've only received a few compliments from customers.
Wait, all of us would do well, or just Joe and I?
He said you guys.
He says you guys. That's why I want to know specifically.
I don't want to
you.
Okay, good. I'm glad to know that gay dudes are a thing.
So working at the gas station, I see a lot of fucking people all the goddamn time, and my self-esteem has gone up because I've been working at the gas station. Unlike at Domino's, people actually like give you compliments and shit. So like this one like kind of cutesy blonde girl is like, I really like your beard. It looks really nice. I'm like, thank you. But I think the greatest compliment I ever received was from a very flamboyantly gay dude. And he was like, your hair looks great today. And I said, thank you. And he left, and I was like, God, wow. It feels better than if a woman told me about it.
Coming out.
Oh no!
His inching.
His metamorphosis is almost complete.
It's like
that closet handle is
ancient-
jiggling, man.
He's inching to that cliff.
Joe, this is a safe space.
if a
This is
woman
you.
gives me a compliment, it's just like there's only one end of the aisle that I had to cross to get there, right? I was only had to impress enough to get that one compliment from that one end of the aisle. But the gay is like even further. So my hair was so good, it crossed.
It transcended.
It transcended.
It transcended sexual realms, is what it did. That day, my hair went places.
That sounds very strange. Just the idea.
So that happened to me too, but it was more along the lines with I was working with a gay guy at my other job, and he was sitting next to me, and that's where we sat, right? And then one day he's like, "Dude, I gotta ask," and he like looks down at my pants, and I'm looking down, I'm like. And then I'm like, oh, shit. It's a visual thing I did. I can't say it.
Okay. You have a fucking boner?
Was your cock hanging out?
No. It was just back when I was a little skinnier, I would wear tighter pants. And it was that day I realized you could just see it. And when I was sitting
we
down,
all know that you have a giant schlong.
And then he looks,
you have to take this moment to
and
make
he
an
looks
excuse to tell us all again.
And he looks at me and goes, he's like, dude, I got it. Like, he's like, I didn't know it was happening. He's like, every time I'd like look over, he had to like look up and away and stuff. And I'm just like, I did not know that was a thing.
This was for you.
It's going to turn into one of those, that Louis C.K. bit where he's like, he was always trying to fuck me. And
No.
And the story eventually became, there once was a gay man.
No, but I've been hit on by gay guys a couple of times, and it's just, I don't know. I guess I can get where you're coming from, where it's like a compliment. So you're like, oh, you're like, oh, well, I don't swing that way, but I still feel a little better about my day.
It's better than Joe inviting me to this fucking party, and it turns out that almost everyone there is gay. Like, it was this one of his buddies in Springville had a
true.
Oh, fuck that.
So Joe took Caleb to a gay
They're
party.
either gay or they were with the woman they brought. That's it, man. And I was single, and Joe's like, hey, they're having this party. There's going to be alcohol. Do you want to go? And I was like, yeah.
Oh, man. This is his move on you.
Yeah,
that
let's
was the
do
move.
it. And
I find out there that one of my high school friends is confirmed gay.
I was pretty sure
I
he
knew
was
it all along,
yeah.
but it was confirmed gay.
And I'm sitting there, and I'm
Was
like,
He had come out. Oh, it was. I guess he's probably okay with it now, right?
Yeah.
Well, if it came out, then yeah.
Yeah.
Michael.
Oh.
Michael.
You said it
Yeah,
like
I could,
that, and immediately.
Yeah, I know you know who I'm talking about.
yeah.
He's not doing a voice. He's
That is his
literally
voice.
doing an impression of that guy.
Michael
Yeah.
is gay.
No,
And he came out to our friend Dylan,
and me.
and Dylan shouldn't have told me, but he told me. And I did actually keep it a secret for a long time.
Until this moment.
And then we went to that party, and it was his first night he'd ever drank, and he was out and gay. He was officially gay. So he had come out of the closet between the time.
Yeah, not that was a surprise, because almost everyone else there was also
Already
gay.
knew.
Okay. So this friend that I went to his party, his name was also Dylan. His roommate was gay. That's what it was. So like Dylan brought a bunch of like chicks and crazy people.
Yeah, and like dudes like bros that drank like fucking bosses,
which was
right
a lot
there.
of fun.
That was
a lot of fun to hang
yeah.
out with.
It was sweet.
And the other guy brought all of his friends.
Yes.
And so there was one moment when the party was kind of winding down, and I was just sitting on the couch because we didn't have a ride home. and they decided to have a wrestling match, and they got on top of me, and it was
Whoa! I don't remember that shit. I was probably
Caleb blacked out.
I was probably got raped. Yeah.
it was brief.
Oh,
Do you remember that night?
I do. I remember it all. We went to fucking Denny's after. I remember.
We weren't that drunk. I mean, we were drunk enough that we were like, we shouldn't drive.
Caleb
but-
woke up after.
Oh, dude, no. I was sitting there, and I don't remember the wrestling match. I'm glad. That would have been...
No, yeah, they started like fake wrestling, and then I was just sitting on the couch minding my own business, and then a big black dude lands on top of me. That's what happened.
The big black guy? What do you mean?
The gay roommate, the big black guy.
Oh,
I'm describing him for you.
Okay,
He is big, muscular, and black.
I remember that guy.
And gay.
That guy hugged me.
And he fell on top of me, and another guy was on top of him.
Did he like
All right, he
stroke
fell
your
on
beard?
top of you, or
Yeah,
he
they
air
were-
quote fell on top of you?
Literally,
Did he fall on you like a ravenous wolf?
literally accidentally fell on top of me.
Oh man,
He was very heavy.
Okay, I didn't realize that everyone was gay for a little while. Like sometimes I just in my own world, and I'm just sitting there. I don't really know anybody there. There's like one guy that Joe knew. Was it Dylan? Was that the guy we played League of Legends with, or was that someone else that showed up later?
That was Scott.
Scott, yeah, I knew Scott, and I was talking to Scott, and then I got a little more comfortable because I'm like,
because you're drinking.
yeah, I'm drinking. I'm like downing someone else's beer like crazy because they told me to just go for it, right? We're doing that, and then we're doing like the little cup game where you like bounce the ball into the cup, and then you drink.
The beer pong.
pong?
It's like beer pong. No, slap cup. That's what it was.
Slap cup, yes.
And I intentionally got the big, like, disgusting mixture of beer and hard liquor, and that thing fucked me. It was awesome. I, like, intentionally fucked up until I drank it. It was good.
Oh, okay.
But there was this guy, this, like, tall, lanky... This is when I found out. This is when I started to have my suspicions as to what exactly this party was. I was sitting there
gay
waiting.
orgy in the
Yeah, dude, Joe was getting fucked in the ass.
he fell on top of me, guys.
Caleb is overselling the gay part of this party.
Okay, yeah. I hear someone's balls colliding with Joe's from behind, and I turn away, and there's this tall black guy, and he has a very feminine voice, and he was like,
Oh, that was a different guy.
I know that wasn't the
Okay.
roommate. I know the difference. One of them I could tell, and one of them I had to be
that
told.
guy was very gay.
I know. And he like comes over. I'm sitting there drinking a beer, and he comes over and he like puts his elbow on the wall, and it's like behind his head, and he like, and he's like, he always does that, and he's talking about one of his buddies. He's like, every party, he always comes in and he always does that right there. And I was like, that's. Yeah, he's pretty crazy because like one dude was making like a huge scene telling this story, and like the guy's just talking to me, and I was like, yeah, that's yeah, it's pretty funny. I don't really know him though, so I mean I can't relate. Like I just don't know this guy, and he's like, yeah, he's always crazy. And then like he leaves, and then he comes back later, and I'm like very much more drunk than the second time he comes up, and he like leans on the wall next to me, and he like starts trying to talk to me again, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what to say because, like, it's not like
what if he is just talking?
Yeah, what if he's just being friendly?
Well, I mean, that's fine, but I don't have any subject matter to, like, participate with. He's talking about someone else. He's like...
Hey, you want to talk about tits?
Yeah,
Love tits.
I mean, if he would have asked that, I would have been
Great.
like, yeah, tits. I love tits. They're great. Like, tits are awesome.
What kind of tits you like?
But it wasn't...
beady nipples. You like a big sausage.
I like a handful.
Sausage, Joe?
a sliced sauce like bologna. Okay, go ahead.
Joe likes sausage. It's just what
Yeah, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I wasn't rude or anything, and I was like talking to him, but it was like about someone that I didn't know, so I was really weird about it. And then I was like, after he left the second time, then I like started looking around me, and I really started to observe, and I was like, okay, the male to female ratio at this
It
party
was a little high on the male.
is very heavy male, and there are a lot of men who are clearly not like myself, and it was
That's
weird.
racist,
You're
Caleb.
stereotyping, Caleb.
Yeah.
Stereotyping. Stop it.
But no, he was a friendly guy. I just didn't really have anything to say to him. And then later, when we were all,
He was Schweitz. He was friendly. But he was weird.
yeah,
There's he's not just gay. He was weird.
Yeah, he's
That
like
guy
really talkative and shit.
was really weird.
Yeah.
I can't explain to you how low his V-neck.
Oh
Sure.
my god, I remember now.
What,
yeah,
was it down to his belt?
It
Like
was
what?
low.
It was not that low.
Too low.
Yeah, and that I think that's
Low.
Like
yeah.
belly
like man
button? Where?
cleavage low.
Like what is
I
this?
think he had some substance things going on too. Like that guy was wacko.
He was out of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, no, yeah, it was weird. So that was the kind of party I get dragged to with these people.
So Joe takes Caleb to a gay guy party, and Joe gets under a guy.
Well, I was trying to talk to an Asian girl for like 1/3 of it. Okay.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really working.
she not having
There
it?
was a few. Other
There was
people
a
I
married
trying to
chick
talk
that was like, "Wow, you
sure
look
she was
like
a girl.
Joaquin Phoenix," and she like kept talking to me later, and I was like, "Dude, I got a gay guy on my left, and I've got this married chick whose husband is here and way more intimidating than me. Try to talk to me," and I'm like, "Don't talk to me, just don't."
Don't talk to
Like
me.
I'm just,
I don't talk to women with rings on.
I don't talk to anybody. Okay, I talk to the beer. That's what I talk to.
You can find Caleb by the beer table.
That slap
Yeah.
cup game was really fun.
It was awesome.
awesome.
And then we found out that Dylan sucks at fucking Smash Bros. Compared to other Dylan. Other Dylan is God, and our Dylan is like
our Dylan, who was God before.
yeah. That day he was mortalized in our
It's
eyes.
the allegory of the cave, dude. We
Yeah.
only had Dylan to look up to, and then suddenly things came crashing down, and Dylan really wasn't that much.
Yeah, I mean, it still
What's
will
really that impressive?
destroy me.
You know, Skull Haiti in the chat brings up an excellent point. What was this episode about again?
Video games. And, do you want to
The
do that?
last
for your job?
person I'm going to ask is you, Craig. Were you ever interested in making video games, not just playing them?
Yeah, and I kind of still am. I've always been interested in maybe doing like some graphic design stuff, and even like programming stuff. I've messed around with like the RPG Maker that they have on Steam. I got that in a
That's
Humble
right,
Bundle that they had like a while ago. Also, they had one that was just like for like game making stuff. So I have like in my Steam library, I have a bunch of like apps for making games that I kind of want to learn how to use. So eventually I would like to like do something and maybe make like a shitty Nude Clan RPG.
Right. No, that's one of our Patreon goals, so you have to do it at some point.
You
I
have
have to finish that thing at some point
to get the
yeah.
game ready, and then as incentive, you have the game done, and then we can.
Well,
Hey guys, if we ever make this goal, you get this game. that we
okay,
made.
if that's a goal, you guys have to fucking help me with it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
make it.
I told you I was
plot-wise.
going to write a script, and I just haven't.
Yeah,
Let's get
I
together
would
and write
I
a
would like a
script.
plot, and we should like make some sprites and stuff because
Yeah.
the ones that they have in the program aren't that great. So
Yeah, it looks like someone hacked into my Twitter.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I got to change my password. That fucking sucks. Anyway.
What are they posting?
No, it's just I got a warning from him.
Bunch of
saying,
gay
some
stuff.
unusual activity on your account.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of gay shit.
gay stuff.
Bunch of coming out videos.
That wasn't
bullshit.
me.
that wouldn't be any strange activity.
Oh.
Yeah, Twitter's like, all is well. False alarm.
Everything's okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, you know, I speaking of the Nude Clan game that you're going to make, I actually came up with a really awesome idea for like a turn-based RPG, and it's going to be the big four of thrash metal and like their stories, and you're like going to be able to choose a group. And let's say, for example, you choose Megadeth. You're going to have, like, Dave Mustaine getting kicked out of Metallica. So at first he's going to be fighting battles with Metallica. Then he's going to be too drunk and, like, confused, and his attack is going to get really slow and shitty. And then he's going to get kicked out, right? And then he's going to battle with alcohol. He's going to have, like, a random encounter, like Ultros or Seymour in Final Fantasy, where you, like, occasionally run into it. He's going to battle the ghost of Metallica past. And he's also going to battle alcoholism for a while. And then once he gets that nerve damage thing, he's gonna battle that, like some sort of physical manifestation of that throughout
It's
the
going
career.
to be the dream sequence, is what it is.
Yeah, it'll be the drug dream sequence.
Or like
of the
in
game.
Final Fantasy IV, where he has to fight his dark half.
Yeah. And Metallica is gonna be like the easy game. Like you're gonna basically just win all the time. But then like recurring characters will die.
James has to go to like rehab and shit.
That's true.
So
And then you have
you
to
lose him sometimes.
Put out an album that has no guts, and then
put out an album with no guitar solos, and and then the Napster fight. That's right. That was the big thing I wanted.
Napster's got to be the final boss.
Yeah, Napster is like the ultimate fight, like 2001.
And you're not sure if they lost or won.
Yeah, it's like an open ending to their campaign. Yeah, I'm really excited to like storyboard some ideas for that because it sounds like it'd be a lot of fucking fun. Just be a complete asshole to all of them. Like Kerry King like has to fight some good guitarist, clean riffs and shit like that. He can't do it. He just gets like crushed by it, and it's like a rigged fight where you can't win. You just occasionally have to keep recurring the battle.
Yeah, and how Dave Mustaine has some side quests for Ultima Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Oh my God! A little side content where he comes to Provo and records songs for us. Yeah,
with their little drum machine.
Yeah. He couldn't bring his drummer with him. I mean,
because your neighbors get mad when you bring the drums around. So
Yeah, my neighbors.
Yeah, that's true. They do not like that. So.
Jake says he'll help you with the game.
Oh, that's nice, Jake.
Yeah. So.
and then have Anthrax on there, but no one ever fucking places them.
Yeah, Anthrax is just like 0% selected rate. Like, what the fuck is that? Good.
You gotta fight the shadows of all the three other big four.
Yeah, so you can never win. You can never win. It'll be like impossible to beat the game with Anthrax. You just can't surpass anyone at any time ever.
Oh man.
Okay. So how is everybody in their getting fat goals been doing?
I've been doing good. Haven't bought any games outside of the podcast. What? You always ask me first, and I can't say that it's like going bad.
Why can't you?
Because it's not.
How many books have you read?
2
out of 30.
Out of 24.
Out of 24.
I'm a little bit behind on that one.
Wee bit behind, yeah. Just a wee bit.
Just
you
a
should
wee.
be 6 in.
I should be. So. Get some shorter ones going real quick.
6.5 in because it's week 13 right now.
Yeah, it is.
With this reading goal, I now know what week we are into the year every time.
Yes. Just because you have to read 52 of them.
Mm-hmm.
How's that going?
It's going great, Cameron.
Yeah. It's not going well.
No?
Let's just say that.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just haven't had the desire to listen to books this year like I did last year. Like last year was like all the time, just book. But I did finish another album, but I didn't make a goal for album listening. So,
what album?
I finished the Scorpions album. I can't think of the title of it right now, but
Winds of Change.
Yeah, Winds of Change.
It's a good album.
Yeah. Yeah, that song's on there. And then the one song
Can
that
you
I'm like,
hear, can you hear
the
the
one
cocaine?
whistling.
Damn it.
my favorite song from them is still No One Like You. That if you guys remember that the riff from that used to be my ringtone for a while.
I like the Zoo. I think that song is fucking awesome.
Yeah, we listened to that today in the car too.
I like Rock You Like a Hurricane.
Yeah, that's
I like
That's
Rock
a
You
good
Like a
song.
Hurricane, but I still think No One Like You is my top.
They're almost the same song.
It's true. Most of their songs are that way. Yeah.
The Zoo's a little different.
And then their Humanity song, that they dropped in 2007, is on that album too. So I'm listening. I'm like, this just does not fit with the rest of the album because the rest of the album sounds like it's 70s and 80s. But I'm like, this song sounds 2000s like crazy.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So what else did you have? Like your money thing?
Oh yeah. So money thing. Taking a little pause as I'm paying the deposit and first month's rent for my new place, but money thing is still on track. Book thing behind, and guess what though? I'll have a gym in the apartment complex, and I can ignore something that's right next to me. So that's going to be great.
You can ignore.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna have a gym in the apartment complex.
Yeah.
And you're still gonna pay for that personal trainer.
No, I'm going to quit. I'm going to stop doing that.
Okay.
You should probably
You
don't
should have
you-
done that like a year
Haven't
ago.
you already paid for all of those though?
No. It's a month by month thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, but you haven't been going to those. You said that they banked up.
Well,
And that
so
you could use
all the
them
ones I
still?
haven't used but paid for, yes.
well, you should use them then.
I know.
You've got like a year's
a
worth
week
already.
Of fitness.
Yeah,
Can I just use them all like,
2017.
right away?
Yeah, just
But
in
yeah.
a row.
But yeah, so I still have those, but I'm going to stop paying for the reoccurring thing, and then start going to the gym that's right next door, or
Never going to that.
or go to it a couple of times and call it good.
Yep, Cam is moving out of the closet. He's finally coming out, and he's going to
No,
stay
dude.
out this time.
I come out of the closet every day, you know. But at the end of the day, I just to feel safe with myself, I have to go back in the closet and close the door real tight, especially when there's other people out here. But I will leave the closet for good in about a month's time. So that's where I'm at.
Okay.
I'm telling you, Joe, this is a safe place. Safe space.
place.
Safe place. It's a safe.
Is Joe going to
space.
move into the closet then?
space.
And then
It's
Joe's
a-
going to be
it's a
coming
safe
out of the
space for you to
closet
come
every
out.
day.
Joe.
They're actually both taking off around the same time, so
Yeah.
Joe will
Oh.
never get the closet experience,
That's
which is too
unfortunate.
bad.
He's always wanted to be Harry
I wanted to
Potter
get
and
like
gay.
a good rounded review of my closet so that I can pitch it later for
future tenants.
for future tenants. Yeah,
It's like someday, it gets a little hot, so you have to open the door. But
Yeah.
Put it on like some apartment websites.
yeah, I'm
You're
like 4.5 star closet for rent.
Airbnb it.
Oh shit! I could have.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that would be fucking awful.
Instead of a couch, I have a bed set up. It's just in a fucking closet. Hey, finish your Harry Potter experience here in Provo, Utah.
Yeah, my boss was he was offering me higher pay, but he couldn't match the money that I told him I needed.
Oh, so you did tell him.
I did.
Okay, so what was he thinking?
He didn't give me a number. I just told him mine.
You should have sat him
I
down and
didn't
had a
want-
discussion.
I don't want to stay at the job.
I know, that's why it was a win-win. Either he pays you what you want.
It's like, look, you can pay me. You can give me a $6 raise, or
a $6 raise.
that's right.
You
or
asked
I
for
can go.
$16.
No, I asked for $14.50.
Oh,
So it was like, I guess it's not a six. It's like a
Yeah, I was going to say.
$5 range raise from the base pay, but then I get paid more because I work raise.
I thought you were saying like on top of that. I was like, God, dude, no wonder he said no.
I want
But,
$20 an hour.
I knew it was unrealistic, but that's honestly how much money I would save by living with my parents.
Yeah, I saw this sweet meme that was it was a fucking burger and it had the piece of cheese like melted to the bun on the outside, and it was like, we want $15 an hour.
Joe could still apply for another gas station up in Ogden, so those stories could still roll in.
Yeah, don't worry, Strike.
Do it for the show. Do it for the show.
I'm not
Joe.
doing that for the show. I'm going to try to get a television
Honestly,
station job.
Joe will find something to complain about no matter where he works. So the stories will roll in.
That's true. I feel like, I don't know, man. I do become like a really bad complainer, and sometimes I'm like walking around my work, and I'm like, would I just be miserable every single place I go? Because I'll find some reason to be miserable here. Or is it
answer's
really
yes.
that my jobs are shitty?
And then someone pisses all over the floor, and you're like, no, it's the job.
This job is certainly less. It pisses me off less than the pizza delivery job.
Yeah.
So,
It's
in
also-
fact, this job is not
Well,
actually that
if you have
bad.
to think about it this way, Joe, you don't really have to interact with the other coworkers. It's just the customers.
Actually, no, I was pretty awesome at the Boy Scout camp. That was a lot of fun. It's hard not to top that. And we were working the whole day. So I think we had like a 1 hour break, and that was it. And it was still fun. So sometimes I was really tired, though. That was probably the thing that I was like, I never get sleep here. But no, I was pretty happy at that job.
Yeah, I could say that about any job I've ever had. Oh, man, I never get sleep, ever. I just never sleep.
Because you just go home and play video
Especially
games.
at that one where you were like a delivery dude.
Oh, yeah, that was
that one.
2 a.m. waking up and yeah.
Miss those monies, though. Jesus.
How are your goals?
They're going, well, it depends on which ones you look at with, like, as more important and which ones you might you might feel not so important. I did break the goal of not buying video games, not for the show. Now, I feel like that can be changed if I... Sorry.
It just depends if you want to continue the goal or
if
not.
Overwatch... Okay, what about this, guys? What happens if Overwatch does get picked at a later date and I am assigned to it and I bought it? Am I then... Does it scrub my record?
Before
No.
it was a thing.
No, man. Sorry.
Which is why I can't fucking get Persona 5 yet, because it hasn't been voted in as a game,
and it won't
I
be.
need to fucking get it.
You'll just have to get it when it's slightly cheaper. Sucks.
I don't know if it will be at that time.
Dude, it's slightly cheaper now. It would be cheaper for me to get it on Amazon in the first 2 weeks, because they do a 20% off thing for like the pre-order in the first 2 weeks it comes out.
Sounds like you need to buy it.
But what if
Or-
it's not picked?
It'll totally be picked.
But what if
it will
is?
100% be picked unless Cam you vote on it like 1,000 times as no.
No, I won't do that. I'm not gonna.
Well, it's not Persona yes or Persona no. It's Persona and 3 other games.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there have been many people that have already expressed interest in Persona 5.
True, but
So-
has it been hundreds, almost 1,000 people who have expressed
it could
interest in
very well be.
that? Okay.
And we should
That
totally
number
put it
was
up for vote.
randomly polled for no
Unless,
reason. It doesn't have any sort of
unless
affiliation with
Alistair.
Well, the reason I said 1,000 is because of that one time that you fucked with me and changed like the vote on one of the games.
Oh yeah, I put siphon filter.
I don't know what
like
it's up
1,000 like votes.
Do we even know
Yeah.
what it's up against yet? Persona 5?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, all I've been thinking about is the Persona 5. So, what are the other
Wait
games?
for the day it doesn't get
Other
picked like
RPGs.
Fable 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for that
dude, I
day.
was so happy to play Fable 2. I still want to play that fucking game.
I do too. I do too. I want to
Yeah.
play it.
No, but if it's picked, yes, I am playing it, and I'm going to try to play it as fast as I can.
Yeah. My money goal is going super fucking well. I've been saving and throwing tons of cash into my house. That's been going really awesomely.
So, how many more years you got?
I don't know. I don't know how
20.
much I can keep up the payments I'm doing now, because once I get an actual car loan, I might start working on that as well. So I might like split it, sort of. So I'm not sure how many I have left, but that's been going pretty well. My reading goal, not so well, but I have like 5 books now. Yes, 5 books completed this year, and I'm working on reading the Dark Tower series, which I've heard is really awesome, and so far it is pretty fucking sweet.
I have a friend in high school who read it, and he enjoyed it immensely. So,
Yeah,
I've been meaning to look into it.
I've heard great things about it, and so far it's been quite enjoyable. And I just barely started book 3. Weight loss, I've been like on and off the diet. I keep getting free food offered to me at work,
And raspberry donuts for breakfast.
and raspberry donuts for breakfast, which were not offered at work, or just because I felt like it. So that shit's not going very well. I haven't been doing blog posts. I'm kind of torn on the blog.
posts.
I'm
Oh
kinda
man, are we
torn.
gonna have to do another tribunal?
I'm
For
kind
your
of
blog
torn
posts?
on the blog posts, because I have like on one hand I have the desire to go through and like rate albums.
I need to update everyone on the computer status. I need to go do that. And I actually have
Yeah.
my pictures taken that I was going to go put in the blog post. I had it all planned out. I just didn't do it.
Fucking do
I
it,
want to
man.
do more that are video game based. I mean, as much as I love talking about music and movies and other things that I want to blog about, at the end of the day, this is mostly a video game podcast, and
Yeah.
I should probably start doing posts like top 5 video game series, which I've been kind of working on, deciding what that is in my mind before putting it down.
That would be a rough one to
I
do,
know that
honestly.
Final Fantasy will be in there, and it will be very
it, though?
high. Yes.
Would it though?
Yes, Caleb, come
Would
on.
it though?
Dude, I would be torn to shreds if it wasn't.
So twice you've been having a rough time.
Yeah, I'm having like almost like a writer's block, and honestly, the next thing I was gonna do is gonna be like a Godsmack ranking, and I don't know what the fuck I would do with that, because they're all like good. I don't
All,
know
like, the
where I would
same
put
album.
it. I said Godsmack, not Avenged Sevenfold.
Or
Amber.
just Disturbed.
Or Disturbed.
I can promise you, if you listen to
Disturbed.
that first Avenged Sevenfold,
Oh, I
album,
know that. Okay, the
they
first
are
one.
not the same. The first two are in a different planet.
That's true. One is like way heavy and way like not good.
Yeah.
So I've been having a little bit of a hard time with those, and
the polar opposite of you, Schweiss.
Everything
I'm
else.
Fucking winning. I'm winning this year.
Yeah.
I'm on with the books, and I'm on with the weight. I dropped another few pounds. I'm at 230.0.
So you think you can lose 30 pounds in 8 months? They were telling me.
That's what I think I can. Yeah.
8 months and 3 weeks.
Yeah. I'm blown past this shit. I even made it through a Wheel of Time. I listened to a Wheel of Time book. I made it through it in 3 days.
How
Dude,
was it?
It was actually not that bad. It actually, like, the ending was actually pretty good. And the Matt storyline and the Elaine storyline had me interested. It was a much better book than the previous two.
Yeah.
So Winter's Heart was all right.
There
It
you go.
wasn't. It wasn't a return to greatness, but it was more entertaining than the two books that came before it. But my parents are about to walk in here, and I'd rather not scream the F word. So I think we should probably wrap this up. Is that all right?
Yeah, if you got all your goals talked about. Sure.
Yeah, dude, all my shit's good. All my shit's good.
Wait, why would you be screaming the F word?
Well, we
Because
have
it just
one
sometimes
last thing that we have to do.
Okay,
So
let's
each
do it.
month, as per our $50 Patreon goal, we are giving away a free game of your choice from our lists. If you guys need that list, I have tweeted it out a couple times. I've also put it on the website under the Patreon drawing as the title of the article and or post. Caleb Craig, I believe you are the purest of heart at this table.
That is true.
And also the blindest of eye.
That is also true.
Craigers, reach your hand in, sift through, make sure you only have one in there, and decide who.
His little tiny hand can't reach the bottom of the... Just kidding.
All right, I have a number.
All right, Caleb Craig, I need you to tell me what that fucking number is right now.
All right, it is number 2. Who's number 2?
Oh my God, no way! Richard Apel again!
What?
Second month in a row, we had Troy Kavanaugh with more entries into this one with his very generous $30 Patreon donation to us monthly. Richard Apel had 20 entries and 10 for a bunch of people below that, 5, 3, 2, and 1. And guys, remember, the more entries you have, the more of a chance you have of winning a game from our list.
Yeah, congratulations, Dick.
I was like, Jesus, dude. But yes. Congrats, Richard. We do have a copy, Caleb's copy of Tales of Zestiria.
Which I think he said is what he wanted before last time.
I think he did say that. And guys, we got to get this guy out of here. He keeps taking all the fucking games. So
I'll see you guys next week.
All right, man. See ya.
See ya.
Anyway, give us... Actually, you know what? I already have your address because you won last time, and we'll send out a copy of whichever game you so desire. So good shit. Thank you so much for everyone who donated. And remember, we're going to have one of these monthly, and we're almost at our $100 goal, which, as you know, involves us giving away a copy of the Uber game in a separate game drawing.
Yeah.
What that means is that we're going to have one for the regular giveaway and then another one for the Uber game giveaway. So look forward to that. I think we're like less than $10 away last time I checked this morning. So pretty awesome. And yeah, you guys got anything else you want to add or?
I think we're all good.
All right, well, all good. I don't know about
So
that.
actually-
I wanted to do one
Both
thing.
of us.
Okay, Cam, you go first.
No, anyways, if Persona 5 does win, I'm planning on giving away that at the end of the game. So just keep in mind, in a month or two, that's going to be one of the games you can choose from.
Dude, we should just have the vote for it, like, now.
Whatever. He'll just say he'll put it up or he won't put it
Dude,
up.
it's a 103-hour game. Everybody wants us to play it, like, right now anyway. We might as well have the fucking
When you
vote.
say everyone, you mean the people who respond back to your Twitter messages. We don't know if
More
that's what
than-
everyone wants to play.
Then we'll have the vote, and then they'll tell us what they want us to
Exactly.
play.
So I'm not going to buy it until it's until it
Well,
wins.
okay, look.
2 of the games are new ones. The other one was Nier Automata, which is a new game. So,
Anyways, if it wins, I'm giving it away. So just look out for that. I'm going to try to get one of those steel book copies. So.
Yeah, the steelbook copies look awesome. I'm going to try to get maybe one of the collector's editions if I can find one. I wanted to also start a thing where we do questions from us to you type thing, like they do on Ultima Final Fantasy, and I had a good one prepared since we had that discussion of movies last time. So my question for you guys is, if there was going to be a Nude Clan movie, who would you cast as the clan, and what would you put as the plot? And also you can do a bonus and cast Jake, Dylan, and Drew.
You know what it's going to be? It's going to be a coming out movie.
A coming out movie?
Yes,
like,
that's what
it
it's
doesn't
gonna
have
be.
to, well, yeah, it could just be also be a porno, but, you know. But yeah, so send us those answers and we'll read them next time.
All right, yeah, and I'll throw up the poll for the Persona game. I think that's fair to give you guys the heads up because the game is released now, and it is. If that game does win, you're going to have a long play ahead of you. So
yeah. Plus, Cam's and I's next game is like 5 months away. So if we complete it now, we can still do another one.
If Joe takes forever to beat Zestri, then
yeah.
So.
Somebody actually tweeted me and said that if we started Persona 5 now, we could actually have it beat before Jono finished Zestri.
That's fair. That's fair.
too good.
All right. Well, enjoyed the nude, guys.
May the list go on.
Live always in the nude.
Fuck off.
Yeah!